All right, St. John's
Yeah.
hiring Rick Pitino. This one felt like it was done for a while.
Yeah.
But again, Rick Pitino was one of the notorious flip-floppers, one of the notorious guys that you maybe don't want to take everything that he says as gospel. I guess maybe, I don't know. I'll tell you what I think from a 35,000 foot view. This is the absolute perfect hire for the Johnnies. You get a guy that knows the Big East landscape. You get a guy that knows the New York landscape. You get a guy that wants to come in and is going to be able to impact winning right away, regardless of who's on the roster. And you got a guy that is going to be able to get this thing going in like 3, 4, 5 years, but he's not going to be there forever. Like this isn't your long-term, you got your coach for the next 20 years. He's 74 years old, 75 or something like that, 73.
You're aging him. I don't think he's that old.
We'll find out now.
I don't think he's that old. I think you're doing Rick a complete injustice here. He's 70 years old.
He was born in 1952. Yeah,
he's young. 70. He's 70. This dude's he just told me he's got 6 to 10 years left in him. Boeheim says it all. What did Boeheim go to? 75, 76?
Yeah, I mean, look, regardless, he's always in shape. His staff and his players are going to be in shape. Regardless, this is the guy that if you need to get a program jump started and rebooted, he's probably the perfect answer for St. John's to be able to do that. Whether he stays there for 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, he's the guy that's going to get this thing turned around.
I love it. I love it for the Big East too. Like what did we just do for the Big East, right? We just created storylines. Now, the only thing that could make this better, right? The only thing that could make this better right now. All right, and I'm going to say it. Let's do it. Providence, hire Richard Pitino.
I'll do you one better than that. You know who Providence should hire? Bobby Hurley.
Bobby Hurley would be great too. That'd be even better. That would be better. Put those two in there, like make them fight in the cage in like a cage match, and whoever wins, I take Bobby. No offense, Richard, but I take Bobby and gets that Providence job. But honestly,
what if it was Bobby and Danny fighting? Today's episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, the easiest place to play college basketball pick'em, where you can get a little extra sweat during March Madness and win real cash prizes simply by picking player stats in this weekend's games. In pick'em, all you do is predict whether a player will go higher or lower on Underdog's projected totals, whether that's points, rebounds, whatever. For example, if you're like me and you think Zach Edey is going to go nuts in this tournament, pick higher on his points projection, add up to 4 more picks, and if you hit them all, you can win 20 times your money on a single game. Underdog's slick mobile app is easy enough that dummies like Jeff Goodman have even figured it out. So go to underdogfantasy.com or download the app and use the code FIELD, FIELD, and Underdog will match your deposit up to $100. Now is the time to get in on the madness. So remember, underdogfantasy.com, promo code FIELD.
Man, yeah, that would be a hell of a matchup. I'm sure it's happened over and over.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure no one's coming out alive. They actually had to fight.
And Bob never broke it up.
No.
Just let them kill each other. All right, get back to it, though. What does it mean? What does it mean for this St. John's program? It means that they're nationally relevant again. It means that they're going to get players. And like Mike Anderson got some good players. Wasn't like he didn't have talent. He had decent talent. But now
I'll tell you what. When I look at a roster that has Posh Alexander, that has Joel Soriano, that has who's the kid that came in from DePaul? Why am I blanking on his name?
David Jones.
Yeah. That has like Dylan Wasu. If you would have given Rick Pitino the team that they had this year, that's a top 25 basketball team.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a top 25 basketball team. And
he's going to bring probably those guards with him from Iona. They were freaking good. And add a couple dudes up front. Like, I'm telling you right away, like, I'm thinking, I don't even care who
he turned Russ Smith into a first-team All-American and a national champion. Imagine what he could do with Posh Alexander.
I'm thinking today.
Joel Soriano averaged a double-double. Like, honestly,
preseason top 25. I don't care what the roster is right now. I think I'm putting St. John's at 25 right now in my top 25.
Yeah, because
how about
the
that?
issue this year was not talent. The issue this year was not talent. And there's one thing that I do know that Rick Pitino will do. He's going to hold guys on that team more accountable, I think, than Mike Anderson did. And by the way, like, look, I've never understood why losses, like losing too much, is not a reason to fire a coach for cause. That's always weird to me. I've never understood it, but that's not the way that we do it. Pay Mike Anderson his money, St. John's. Don't be cheapskates. Come on.
Oh my
be
God.
better than this. Pay him his money.
I can't believe they're doing this. They're firing him for cause, for basically saying for failure to create and support an environment that strongly encourages student athletes who are in the men's basketball program to meet all university academic requirements. Come on, man. Like, this is bullshit. And nobody was more against the hire of Mike Anderson than me. I thought it was a terrible hire. Terrible hire.
Pay the man his money.
The man his money. Pay him his money. This is complete bullshit. Like what UConn did with Kevin Ollie, what St. John's is doing. You're going to end up running up all this money with lawyers anyway, and ended up
you're going to have to pay the money anyway. Like the only people that are going to win here are the lawyers. St. John's is going to look bad. Mike Anderson's not going to end up looking great. You're going to have to take this thing to court. It's going to be in the headlines forever. Pay him his money. Just pay him the damn money. Come on. What are we doing here? No, but in terms of what St. John's is going to end up being, they're going to be really good.
Yep.
They're going to be really, really good. Honestly, it is a scary proposition to think about how good that program can be with Rick Pitino at the helm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to get a ton of guys from the New York and New Jersey area, but you just got, if you get like 5 or 6 of them, you're going to be able to recruit nationally. He's going to take guys that are a little bit under the radar and coach them up and get them better than they you probably would think they would be. Like I said, he took Russ Smith and made Russ Smith a national champion and an All-American.
Yeah, no, listen, again, he may be the best coach in the country. And now, he's in a big boy league, right? He doesn't have to win 3 games in 3 days to move on.
It is a big boy league. Look, the top, I said it all season long, the top 5 in the Big East were as good as the top 5 in any conference in college basketball.
Yeah.